Hey everyone, so I just wanted to come on here and share my testimony because in church we just finished talking about how other people can benefit from your testimonies because a lot of people can be going through the same thing that you are. And we heard a lot of different people's testimonies, and I feel like I should share mine. I feel like God wants me to share mine, so yeah. But first, I want to apologize for not posting in quite a while. I feel like God's been pulling me away from YouTube as much and for a little while because I ended up putting YouTube over him because it got to where I was making YouTube one of my priorities, and I didn't want to live where I would put YouTube, something that can be taken away like that, over God. So I took a step back for quite a little while. But yeah, and excuse how I'm talking. I am currently sick. But yeah. So after my dad died, this year will make 4 years. He died in 2020. I got really depressed and really anxious. I was diagnosed with anxiety and depression when I was younger, and it started getting really bad after my dad died. My depression got to where I didn't really want to really get out of my bed. I didn't want to eat. I wouldn't even hang out with some of my friends, and it was just really, really bad. And then my anxiety, I was so scared of the fact that, my dad passed so suddenly. I wasn't expecting it, and I was scared that something like that could also happen to my mom. I didn't want her to go anywhere alone, and just stuff like that. So, and for a while, it got to where it was really, really bad, and I didn't want to tell anybody about it because I was scared. I've always been one to, whenever I'm not happy or whenever my depression kicks in, to keep people laughing and to keep a smile on my face, whether it's real or fake. I've done that since I was little. It's not often I will actually say when something or someone hurts me, because I got used to, in school, just putting on a fake smile and going about my day. And it didn't really get better, my anxiety and my depression, until nor the tricks from the enemy, because for a while I the enemy was putting these thoughts in my head, saying that I'm in this alone, no one's gonna help me through it, and I'm just gonna get judged for it. And those thoughts were going through my head for a while. to where a lot of nights I was in my bed alone, crying myself to sleep. And I wasn't a happy person. I wasn't me. And none of that really got better until I started growing in my faith the last 2 years, or going on 2 years, and I started getting closer with people that helped me grow in my faith, that reassured me that I'm not alone, that reassured me that I'm not gonna get judged. And I just want to share a few, like 3 Bible verses that helped me get through that, and that have helped me have an actual smile on my face, one that's pure, that has actually helped me come to peace with my dad passing. And yeah, some Bible verses that I go to when my anxiety or depression acts up. So the first one is Deuteronomy 31:8. The Lord himself goes before you, and I will be with you. He will never and will be with you. He will never leave nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. This one really helped me whenever I thought that no one was there for me. Nobody would be there for me if they knew what I was going through. And this one just reminds me that when you feel like no one's there, God is. When you have no one here on earth to talk to, God's always there. God's always willing to listen. And honestly, something that I've learned is he is the best one you can go to. So yeah, that one just reminds me that God is always there. The next one is Joshua 1:8-9. Keep this book of law always on your lips. Meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do everything written in it. Then you will be prosperous and successful. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. This one also kind of just reminds me that I'm not alone. No matter what season of life I'm in, no matter what tricks the enemy throws at me, I'm not alone. And it just kind of really helps me, because if you struggle with anxiety or something like that, when you're having a panic attack, because when anxiety kicks in, or when you have anxiety, you'll just get a panic attack out of nowhere. And when that kicks in, you can't breathe, you're hyperventilating, and you feel like you don't have anyone. When I go to so far one of those verses, it calms me down, it helps me breathe, and it reminds me that I'm not alone. There are nights where instead of just sitting in my bed alone, bawling my eyes out, I will sit there. I will stay up from 9 o'clock to 10:30, 11 o'clock just talking to God. And meanwhile, I may still be bawling my eyes out, but I'm not just keeping it inside. And there's still a lot I have to work with not bottling it up, not bottling my emotions up. But with some things, I will just sit in my bed for a while and just talk to him. And the third verse is, or the fourth one, because the last one was 2. But it's Psalm 16:8. I keep my eyes always on the Lord. With him at my right hand, I will not be shaken. And this one's kind of, for me, points more towards my anxiety. Saying that for me, it means even when I'm having a panic attack, it's temporary. And as long as I make sure I keep God with me, I can get through it. Because God's right there with me. All I have to do is reach out for him. All I have to do is go to him. Because he's already right there. He's already right there waiting for me to go to him. So the point of those 3 verses is you're never alone. Whether you think you are or not, you're not alone. And all you have to do is open up this book right here. Excuse how mine looks. That's just how you know it's used. But all you have to do is open up the Bible and just read. It doesn't matter what verse you read. You don't have to read all through Genesis or all through Psalms. I read a little bit of all of them. I'm currently reading in Exodus. I'm currently reading in John. I'm currently reading in Psalms. I'm currently reading in Proverbs, Hebrews, and I'm also still reading in Genesis. I'm also reading in Matthew and Mark. I am reading in a little bit of all of them. But something that all of them reassures you is you're never alone. And that is what I hear so many people talking about, is they feel so alone. They feel like nobody's there. When even if you feel like nobody's there, God is. He doesn't always tell you when he's there. But he's always there. He's always sitting there. He's always waiting for you to run to him. And I feel like that's a topic that a lot of people don't talk about a lot, is that he never leaves your side. No matter what you're going through, no matter what you're dealing with, God never leaves your side. And when I learned that is when I was able, now if my depression starts kicking in, now I have friends I know I can go to. But if they're busy, I can go to God. I can get out of bed. Which, if you struggle with depression, you know that just getting out of bed every day is a huge accomplishment. Just getting out of bed, whether you get dressed or not, whether you get ready or not, just getting out of bed is a huge accomplishment. Now I'm able to get out of bed, read my Bible, and even if I don't get dressed, I can get up, I can interact with my family, I can put a genuine smile on my face. Now, is it hard for me still to always have a genuine smile or always come out and say when something's bothering me? Yeah, it's still hard. That's something that I have to work with. That's something I have to work on. Because a lot of the times when I have a smile on my face, it's not genuine, or you're not sure whether it's genuine or not. And to be honest, sometimes I'm not sure if it's a genuine smile or not. But something I do know is whether it's a genuine smile or not, I will get to where if I have a smile on my face, it's always genuine because I have God with me. And because he's always there, and because he's always there, he is always going to help me through whatever I'm going through. And I hope someone can benefit from this. I hope this helps someone. But yeah, that was my testimony, and that's how I got through it. That's how I got through what I was going through. And something my pastor said before I end this video, actually stuck out to me. Because for a while, I didn't know if I had a testimony or not, whether this was a testimony or not. If you don't have a testimony, you have not met God. It's like, I've met God. He has completely changed my life. So what's my testimony? And then I started thinking. And I realized that my testimony was right here. My testimony was what I wasn't talking to anyone about. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and share that, and hope that God brings someone across this video that can really benefit from it. Bye guys.